My sister slapped me in front of 200 people at her wedding because I wouldn't give her my penthouse. Turns out a judge was watching. I'm Vivian, a successful lawyer who worked 70-hour weeks to afford my Central Park penthouse. My sister Sabrina was always the golden child. When we both got cars at 16, I got an 8-year-old Dodge, she got a 2-year-old Mitsubishi. At Sabrina's lavish Ritz-Carlton wedding, my parents cornered me with their little family chat. Sabrina and Derek need more space than his tiny apartment, Mom said sweetly. We want your penthouse. I couldn't believe it. You want me to give up my home? Trade, Dad corrected. You could take Derek's 600-square-foot studio in Queens. You're a single woman, Mom added. You don't need all that space. Sabrina's starting a family. When I refused, the attacks began. Selfish children don't deserve success, Mom screamed loud enough for nearby guests to hear. Your sister's kids need real homes. Sabrina stepped closer, her voice nasty. I'm finally getting what I've always deserved. I'm prettier, more likable, and the better daughter. Over my dead body, I said. Slap. Sabrina's hand cracked across my cheek so hard it echoed through the ballroom. 200 guests fell silent, then burst into laughter. They pointed and whispered, "About time someone put Vivian in her place." I didn't cry. Instead, I pulled out my phone and started typing while they watched in confusion. "What did you do?" Sabrina hissed. I sent a message to my group chat. All my lawyer friends, journalists, business contacts. I told them how my family demanded my penthouse, how you slapped me when I refused, and how 200 people laughed at a successful woman being put in her place. The ballroom went silent. My phone was buzzing nonstop with replies. "Delete that right now," Dad warned. Too late. It's already being shared. You know how social media works. My phone rang. Judge Margaret Chen saw everything and texted her disgust. David Rodriguez from The Times wants to interview me about how successful women are treated by family. Sabrina's face went white. In New York's elite circles, reputation is everything. What do you want? Dad asked, defeated. I want you to leave me alone. Stop treating me like an ATM and stop pretending family means anything beyond what you can get from me. By the next morning, the story was on page 6 with the headline, "Lawyer Assaulted by Sister at Ritz Wedding." The video of the slap went viral with hashtags like #wedding assault and #toxic family. The consequences were swift and brutal. Sabrina was fired from her PR job when clients canceled contracts. Derek faced a professional ethics review. Their honeymoon was cut short by photographers. They divorced within 6 months. My parents' country club membership was suspended. Dad's business suffered as clients distanced themselves from the family associated with entitlement. Meanwhile, my law practice flourished. New clients sought me out, impressed by the lawyer who refused to be intimidated and stood up for herself. Sabrina called a week later sobbing. "Please, help us control the damage. I'm sorry." "You're sorry there are consequences," I replied calmly. "You meant to humiliate me and force me to give up my home. The only thing you didn't mean was to face the fallout. But we're family. Family doesn't assault each other. Family doesn't demand sacrifices they won't make themselves." I kept the penthouse, of course. Converted the unnecessary bedrooms into a home office and guest room for friends who actually respect me. Sometimes the best revenge isn't getting back at someone. It's simply refusing to let them get away with it. I chose the revenge that would silence them forever. The truth, amplified by social media and the professional relationships I'd spent years building. They never asked me for anything again. The silence was exactly what I'd hoped for.